Hello everybody, my name is Dante Alaman and I'm from OctoberPanicAttack.com, and I'm here to tell you about a haunt that you need to go to. This haunt is called Easton Haunts. There it is. This is in Easton, Pennsylvania. It's about, if you're coming from the Philadelphia area, it's about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. I found out about this place just by searching on the internet. It doesn't seem to be on any of the major haunted attraction websites. Nobody's talking about it. There are no reviews for it whatsoever. I found it because I knew we were going to be in the Allentown area because there's a lot of haunted attractions in the Allentown area. I knew we were going to be in that area. So this was one as I was kind of doing a Google search in Allentown, haunted attractions in Allentown, and Easton came up, and Easton's about 30 minutes away from Allentown. So we went here, and this is really what Halloween is all about, folks. We find this amazing diamond in the rough right here. We always say that diamond in the rough. Easton Haunts was that diamond in the rough. Our whole group was amazed at this place. You're going to get in for 20 bucks. There are two attractions. There's the Fear Factory and the Freak House. And, it's just, I feel like I've been saying this a lot, but the entrance to this place was somewhat hard to find, but it was also really, really spooky as you drove down this rather steep hill into the dark, following the Easton Haunts markered sign. And this was something that was immediately kind of taking us back, like something weird, something bizarre, something unknown. And we get there and we see these huge abandoned house, like it looked like an old asylum, like Penhurst or Eastern State Penitentiary, but much older and rattier, like abandoned warehouses or something in the middle of nowhere. And it was very, very intimidating, and there was this very bizarre carnival type atmosphere there, with a couple carnival games and this food area that had amazing food for amazing prices. Let me just say that right there. Amazing food for amazing prices. Easton Haunts. We'll get that right out of the way. You want food? They got it. We get in there, and it has a really, the entrance is pretty intimidating, and it's dark, and it's kind of grimy. And once again, you're in an abandoned structure. It looks like it's haunted. It looks like it's like bad things happen there, and the people that work there are incredibly nice, and this is their second year doing this. They definitely run this off of passion, no doubt. The Fear Factory was the first attraction, and I gotta say, you're going to encounter weird actors. You're going to encounter tons of actors. You're going to encounter them. We said that they were these guys were the kings of distractions. They were constantly scaring you using distractions. And you're going to see tons of stuff that you've never seen before. Their first attraction, the Fear Factory, was so stinking long that we almost could have left that first attraction and felt like we got our $20 worth. I mean, $20. And if you go Columbus weekend, you print out the coupon on their website, and I think it's 4 people for the price of 3. Okay, just as a little tidbit. But 20 bucks, please. That's already cheaper than most of the attractions out there today. I mean, probably 99% of them, as you know already. The Fear Factory was filled with things we've never seen before. Images of us in the room being videotaped. The creepiest women in black wedding gowns. Executioners. Lots of electricity. And the scariest soundtrack throughout the entire thing. This wasn't your typical Halloween music. This was ungodly chaos from hell. It was scary. It was unnerving. If you would have just stood in there. One member of our group said, The sound was so terrifying that it was hard just to listen to it. You know, it reminded me a lot of the way the soundtrack was for Altered Nightmares when they were in the Palmerton area. It had that type of sound, but this was even different than that. It was just the sound of hell. I mean, there's nothing campy about it. There was nothing fun about it. It was just straight up scary. And one of the members of our group said they used their space really wisely, and they did. In this abandoned structure, it was just weird. The turns, the twists, the actors, the situations, the storyline with this mad German doctor. I guess he was German. He sounded German. There was a section of time where this actress, she like held us in one spot. And it was probably the weirdest moment I've ever had in any haunted attraction because we felt like we were standing there. It wasn't like, oh, she held us for 45 seconds. I felt like we were literally there for like 3 minutes. And she was just staring at us. So I thought that she was like kind of, waiting for other people to get through. No, she was just staring at us. And then finally she screamed at us. And then we started to go. It was insanity. The tightest claustrophobia our group has ever experienced, hands down. You know what I'm talking about when the walls are filled with air and you have to kind of push your way through them. This was the tightest claustrophobia we've ever experienced. So much so that I went in with, we split up because I always recommend you guys splitting up to as few people as possible. And I was just with my one friend, and I was behind him. I was pushing him through it because I was ready to, felt like I couldn't breathe. And finally I pushed him through it, and his head hit the wall on the other side. It was hilarious. So, I mean, tightest claustrophobia ever, and it was just amazing actors. Very scary. No gore. Very scary. A couple moments of, really, really black humor. But the actors made this thing. And the sets. We're talking like really amazing sets. And sets that some of them you've never seen before. Like, have you ever went into a haunted house and seen a bunk bed room? I haven't. The actors were everywhere, and they were jumping out of places that you were never expecting, and it was filled with distractions. They were the kings of distractions. This is Easton Haunt's Fear Factory. Worth the $20 alone. Amazing. Some of the members of our group said it was like one of their favorite things they've ever done. Okay? So I'm telling you this right now. It was just so freaking cool. Now we're talking, this is a mom and pop place. Okay, we're not talking like some expensive place. There were very few people there when we went that night. And I asked the people that worked there, and they said the majority of the people that go to this Easton Haunts live in the immediate Easton area. And here we are coming from the Philadelphia area, and, it was a spectacle because we don't have haunted attractions like this where we live. These are mom and pop haunted attractions, very similar to the freaking Fun House and Halls of Horror. These are places that they're doing their own thing. They're doing their own rules. It's low budget, but it works. You don't have to see elaborate things, but you're going to see a ton of electricity in this haunted house. That's all I'm going to say. A ton of electricity and some of the loudest noises I've ever heard in a haunted house before. When you get out of the Fear Factory, you'll go into the Freak House, and this is a 3D Freak House. Our members of our group said that they saw things in this 3D Freak House that we've never seen before. We saw a hallway elongate with crazy carnival music. I mean, it looked like a Tim Burton movie. It looked like that part of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where the clowns are going down the hallway and it looks like it's getting longer and longer and longer. I'd never seen that effect before. The clowns in this attraction were very scary and very manipulative and violent almost, and mocking you. It was crazy. They were coming out from every corner, and you could tell that the way this place was built, the actors were actually hitting you in various rooms, and they were kind of crawling through the walls to get to each room. It was very, very original. It was much shorter than the Fear Factory attraction, but that time that you had in it was well worth it. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. It was really scary, and you got a chance to see some really cool things that you might not have seen before. And then we ate, and the food was cheap, and the food was awesome. Amazing chicken fingers, amazing French fries. They said some of our friends said the corn dogs were really sweet. They had bags of nuts and bags of candy and bags of marshmallow pops. I mean, we could have just stayed there for the rest of the night. It was a blast, and the management was amazing. Easton Haunts is a place that you need to go to if you're looking for something original and something different and something homemade and something that's not on Haunt World's website or these websites that list all the haunted houses you should go to. If you want something different, take a road trip out to Easton Haunts and know that if you go to this area, bring a couple extra bucks because you can hit a bunch of haunted attractions in this area. You can hit Easton Haunts, you can hit Altered Nightmares and Hotel of Horror, you can hit Devil's Folly, you can hit if you're even thinking you want to do the Palmerton area, which isn't too far, I guess. So this is near the Poconos type area, kind of near there. So there's a ton of haunted attractions. If you want to bring $300, you can hit like 9 attractions in a weekend or something. But Easton Haunts has been unjustly overlooked, and we just had an amazing time, and I was really, really scared. So you got to go check this out, and that's it.